So first of all, having to sit out. Obviously, Coach Mazie talked about it, a couple other people have, that you're really competitive. How did you get through that?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. Obviously, I wanted to play like as soon as I was hurt, and it felt weird. I mean, I know it was the weirdest, the home series when we started opening against TCU, because I've never missed a home game. So I didn't even know what to do. Like when we broke it down and people were around the field, I was like, where do I go? Like, what do I do? So, but I mean, I wanted to get out there as soon as I could, but it was kind of just like the actual injury aspect of it. Like you kind of have to like let it chill for a little bit. So, but our trainer Steven, he's doing a great job. So I kind of just trusting him, going off him.
Randy said you took some BP this morning. Is that something you've been kind of building up to, or just take us through your rehab process a little bit?
Yeah, so yesterday was first day that I was like allowed to swing, and it was supposed to just be off the tee using like a tennis ball, and it just ended up feeling like really good. We thought that hitting was kind of going to be the last piece, so we thought fielding would come and then the bat would come. But so we went out and swung before the game, and it felt good. So we kind of just kept progressing from tennis balls to baseballs, from front toss to BP, from BP to machine, and just kind of see how that felt. And it all ended up feeling like pretty good. Obviously, I wasn't like 100%, and I didn't feel amazing, but it was way better than I expected. And then like gave it a little bit, woke up today, did kind of the same routine, and it felt even better. So we were just game time decision. I was like, I definitely feel good enough to swing, but he didn't really want to start me to DH, so it was kind of just waiting for the right situation, and thankfully there was the right situation.
What was it like to come in? Obviously, you missed 5 games, and I think you only saw 2 pitches.
Yeah.
So were you just eager to get in and swing, or did you just see something too good to pass up?
I mean, yeah, like when I got in there, like I wasn't going in there to walk. I felt good. Like my swing felt good. I wanted to get a swing off. So he threw me 2 pretty competitive pitches, I thought, that were over the plate, and just I put a good swing on the first one. Missed it a little bit, and then the second one I kind of caught more barrel on it, thankfully. But I was definitely, I'd say I was a little anxious to swing. I wanted to swing.
Look, you were using a little bit of a piece of equipment there. Have you ever used that before?
Are you talking about the thing on my hand, like outside the glove?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that every game.
Have you been using that before? What is that called?
It's called a pro hitter, and
okay.
It's kind of like it's more centered for wood bats, just because of like the shock that you get from wood bats when you break them. So it kind of just helps eliminate that stuff into the palm. So thankfully that wasn't weird for me, just because I've always worn that. So that was good.
It seemed Lando had used it for most of the year, or something.
He's
similar.
got a different one. He's got something like on his pointer fingers. I don't know. He's got something weird there. I don't know what that is.
How tough is it to, like you said, sit on the bench for 5 days, haven't been in, just come in and just immediately swing away or 3-run double? How hard is that to stay focused?
I think, for me, like I've never really done that before. That was my first ever pinch hit appearance, I think. So it was definitely kind of weird, but you just have to like set yourself back to the basics. And like at the end of the day, it's just me versus the guy on the mound. I'm just hitting. So once you kind of get the situation aspect out of it, then you can kind of chill out and your instincts take over.
Were you pushing it? With the trainers, with the physical therapists, the people, were you saying, "Man, I've got to do this. I'm done"?
Honestly, no. Like I know technically, like per injury, I should have been out for like longer, or whatever you want to call it. But we were just hammering rehab every day, doing a bunch of different stuff, trying pretty much everything, and just day by day, it just really did like keep getting better. And we still have a little bit to go. I don't know why swinging feels so good. Like I actually don't have pain swinging, which is weird, but I'll take it. So the fielding aspect side of things is kind of what we still got to work on. But just like the rehab every day, we were just going based off of what my body tells me. And there was no pressure on like I need to play, because we're winning games without me. So it was kind of just go as you feel, and I felt good. So we just gave it a try.
Ellis said the two of you have been talking a lot here ever since you did get hurt. You've been helping Ellis there at second base. How has that helped you kind of stay locked in even while you've been sitting out?
Yeah, it definitely, the biggest thing that I want is the guys to succeed, like no matter who it is on the team. That's all I want. So just seeing him out there, having to do something that he hasn't really done much this year. He did a little bit in the fall, but overall he's just been pretty much a third. So just kind of, telling him what I go through, and, that he'll be fine no matter where he plays, and just trust his instincts. So it definitely keeps me in the game, gives me like an extra reason to root for us even harder, just because, I got to watch out for my spot, So I want him to do as well as possible. So it definitely does, keep me locked in, just watching out for the guys.